I came to Albany in 1989. I was a management development fellow with the New York State Department of Health. I love the neighborhood. I love the architecture. I love the proximity to my job. I love, that I could walk to all the amenities in downtown, to the State Museum and to the Art and History Museum. Just, I liked the location. Then when I had to go out of town, it was really easy to just jump on the highway and head to New York or head to Ithaca because the highway entrance wasn't that far away. I don't know, it just bothers me that people could just, a lot of people who don't live in the community, don't plan to do anything in the community, go through that community and really disregard that community. And it just bothers me that that highway ends the way it does, right? That ramp lets you off right there the way it does. And that people who couldn't care less about the community could just like whiz from that point on through the community and totally disregard it. And then the other thing that strikes me is 787 and how it's on the edge of, in my mind, it's on the edge of the city. It's on the eastern edge. You could just whiz right by the city and not even come in. You can disregard the city. It's a wall. I see that as a wall because you have to go south or north to a certain point before you can go under. It took me a while before I figured out how to get to the river. I knew it was there. I drive by it on 787, but I would try to walk or ride my bicycle, and no one, no one on my block that I knew could tell me how I could do it until I finally met someone who was an outdoorsy person, and they traveled a lot, but and they moved around the community and were engaged in the community. But yeah, people don't go out of their way to get there unless they have a car. The people who have boats and canoes and cars to get their canoes and kayaks there, yeah, those are people, a lot of times those are people that don't even live in the area that'll access the boat launch. We have the crew team down there, but you'll see a few of the younger men who might fish there, but for the most part you don't see a lot of use by the people in the community going to the water, and I think that's really disappointing because I just see I wish that Albany played up its history more. The river represents Albany's history. It represents the people who've been here and how some of the people have gotten here. And then, it's about the life that within the water. It's part of it's our environment. Kids could be learning about the flora and fauna of Albany. It's a great place to have, where we could have an educational, environmental education center right on the water. So we can learn about the water and appreciate it and take care of it more. So the fact that we can't access it, how can you be enamored with something that you can't access? How could you learn to love something that you can't touch, you can't feel, you can't smell? I think if we were in touch with it more, people would care more about it. And just building the structure, yeah, it has an impact. So let's partner and talk about what the potential impact will be down the line. Because when you look at this wall, which is 787, it'd be interesting if you talk to people in the community and find out how they see it as a detriment to how the community interacts with each other, interacts with the river, and hopefully it would, if it were not there, I would hope that it would create a more cohesive community, a more unified community.